Good morning, you guys. Here I am trying to get back together and trying to get back to taping and seeing you guys and including you in the day. And so instead of trying to find a time when I look really pretty or when I at least look decent, I'm just gonna start. How about that? So this is me, retainers in, a mess, and I'm going to get started with my day. My husband just went to work, and this is usually the time of the morning where I have my devotional, and I have either some breakfast or coffee or whatever. And today I'm going to start 10 days of sugar detoxing because I realize that that's what I need. I've actually had a really good week so far. It's been great, actually. I have right around 20 weeklies left. I still feel like I've been a little bit out of control because I really wanted to have a week where I didn't use any, just to kind of make sure that I was back on track, because I've had 3 weeks of just a lot of food and a lot of eating. But I still feel good about that. That is definitely not off program. But like I said, I'm going to start 10 days of sugar detoxing. So what does that mean? That means, you see that over there, fruit. That's the only sugar that I'm going to have for the next 10 days. So I've been doing a lot of Girl Scout cookies, leftover conversation hearts from Valentine's, leftover Ghirardelli chocolates. My mom, we had birthday cake last night, so because it was her birthday, and all that stuff is wonderful. But I know me, I can struggle sometimes with sugar, and I know that no matter whether your body works well or not, sugar is just not a great thing. So I'm gonna focus in the next 10 days on just being sugar-free. I will do some stevia in my coffee, but other than that, I don't plan to do any other type of sweeteners like Splenda or anything like that. So we'll see. I may adjust that and I may allow some Splenda, but I'm definitely not going to do the dumb, like, hard candy, which can be my downfall. I know that's not everybody's struggle, but it can be mine. So I will bring you back when I do have something to eat today. But that's where I am right now. So hello, this is my face. Sorry it's not more put together, but this is my attempt to get back on track with talking to you guys. All right, so I hope you're doing good. I'll see you in a little bit. So I'm starting the day. I'm gonna have some of this. It's Sycamore Farms chicken salad, and we get it from Sam's Club. It's delicious. It is kind of high in points, so we have to really watch it. But I have weighed out 60 grams. It says a serving is 93 grams, or a third of a cup. This is a fourth of a cup measure here, and I have 60 grams. So let me find out what the points are on that. Okay, so that fourth of a cup that I put together, which is actually 6 points, a whole serving, which is a third of a cup, is 9 points. So as I said, it's not a lot, but it's enough, and it's really, really delicious. And then I paired it with 4 club crackers, and those are 2 points. So this is an 8-point mini breakfast. I'm sure I will be hungry not too far from now, so I'll probably have some eggs too. So it's close to 9 o'clock, and normally by now, in the past several days that I've been super duper hungry and just eating a bunch of stuff, I would have wanted something else for breakfast, but thankfully that is not the case. I'm still super satisfied and didn't even realize that I hadn't had my coffee yet. So I just made my coffee, and that's going to be it for breakfast, and kitchen's going to be closed for a while, but I do want to show you what I'm going to pack for my lunch today. So I'm going to do this Trader Joe's organic riced cauliflower. I'm doing the whole bag. I just put it in here. I already sauteed it up, and I just put it in here right out of the freezer, and I covered it with a cover and just kind of let it simmer until some of the water was gone out of it. And so that was maybe about 5 minutes, and then I just kind of stirred it around and got it going. I like for it to not be wet at all. I want it to be as rice-like as possible. And then I took some, I can't believe it's not butter spray, and I sprayed about 30 sprays of I can't believe it's not butter. And then I put some salt and pepper, and I just wanted it to taste like butter rice. That was one of my favorite things as a kid. So that's pretty much what I was going for. And then, oh, just so you know, I can't believe it's not butter in the tracker. It used to be points after like 13 sprays or something like that, or 20 something sprays. That no longer happens. So it's kind of like Splenda as well. There used to be points after 2 packets. If you went to 3 packets, there was points. So they've done away with that. So it is definitely 0 points no matter how many sprays you use. So, you know, it depends on how you feel about chemical kind of things. I try not to do a lot of it, but just with trying to get back on track and get off of the sugar and eat real meals, this is what I'm using today, and I didn't want that many points. So let me show you what I'm going to pair this with. These wonderful, I love them so much, these chicken and apple sausages from Sam's Club. And so they look like this once they're cooked up, and all you do is you just take these frozen. This is what they look like in the package, and you just put them in a shallow pan with some, like about 1/4 of an inch of water, and they're fully cooked already, so it's not like you're having to cook them, but I just put them in there for 20 minutes if I have the time, or if not, you can put them in the microwave, wrap them in a wet paper towel so that they absorb some of the water. But all I'm going to do is just slice this up and put it with my cauliflower, and that's going to be one of my meals. I did have one of these. One of my family members stole one, so I may cook another one to go with all of that cauliflower, just because I really want to keep my meals really simple and not a whole lot going on. So I'll probably cook another one of those, simply slice it up and throw it in there and with the rice cauliflower. Hey you guys, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be back to talking to you. I'm trying my best to get back into the swing of things. It has been an interesting life transition, just becoming Mrs. Ingram. I'm gonna call it that right now. It's just been more of a transition than I knew. Everything's wonderful. It just takes some adjustment on how much time and space that I give to all the normal things that I've had, and there's more transition than you can even imagine going on. But that's neither here nor there. So back to my food, you guys. So you heard about my sugar detox that I'm doing. And I'm really happy because I cannot tell you, after 3 weeks, going on a month of just, it feels like overeating, even though it's like using a lot of my weeklies. Well, I pretty much have been overeating until this past week. So the last video that you saw was not my weigh-in from this past Friday. It was my weigh-in from the Friday before that. And so I didn't do a weigh-in for this week, even though it was great. It was actually a really good weigh-in. I just needed to get back into posting my videos. And so I thought for sure this morning when I was recording that I did a swoop over of everything that I was taking for the day. The whole point was for me to show that I actually took time this morning to prepare my meals. I was really proud of it. So sorry that the footage is not there. I really thought I did. So essentially what I had for breakfast was the chicken salad and the crackers, which really held me over for quite a bit. Before I walked out of the door at noon, I made myself a bone broth smoothie, and if you haven't seen what I used for that, I will show it really soon because I'm going to be using that quite a bit. Sorry, got a call there. So it's bone broth protein from Ancient Nutrition Company, and 2 scoops of that, which only you normally use 1, but I wanted a double, and I put it in this gigantic cup. That was 2 points for the smoothie, the protein mix, and 2 points for the 2 cups of almond milk that I mixed it in. I threw it in the blender with a half a banana. The banana was like huge, this big, so it was almost a whole banana, and ice, and blended it up, and it was so filling. Like, I was so full. So when I was done with my first 2 lessons and I have about a 45-minute drive, that's usually when I get pretty snacky, so I'm always looking for something. So I decided to do one of my favorite things, and I'm actually happy that some of the changes that I'm making is really working out. So I stopped at Dunkin', and right now, in Florida anyway, any size large from 2 to 6, any size drink, iced coffee is like $2 for between 2 and 6. So I got that. What I'm trying to do is not do regular milk at all. So I normally sub almond milk, but because I've had so much of that in the last since this morning, I just decided to skip the almond milk as well. So all I did was just iced decaf, and I put their unsweetened coconut in there. I love that syrup, unsweetened coconut. And I was so determined not to do the Splenda like I told you guys that I was going to do, so I actually stopped at GNC and picked up a new little thing of New Naturals stevia. So I'm going to keep this one in my car. I have one at home, but I'm going to keep this one in my car, especially since I don't want to do the Splenda and stuff like that. So anyway, wanted you guys to know I'm super committed to this. One of the other things that I got while I was in GNC, I got people like staring at me right now. You know, you guys know I'm not stopping a recording because somebody's looking at me. I figure, hey, I'm doing a recording for anybody in the world who wants to see it, so I'm surely not going to stop just because somebody outside my car is staring at me. But hang on a second, I am going to stop this video so I can find the particular product of these that I opened. So that was pretty funny. Like, the lady and her daughter were literally like standing outside of my window, like literally staring inside. I'm not really sure why you would do that. They probably are really not sure why I would be recording. Anyway, so when I went in GNC, chatting it up with everybody like always, I got into a conversation with the lady. It is like 88 degrees here in Florida, super duper hot, and GNC had no AC. So the girl and I were talking, and she said, oh, if you want to try any of those bars or these cake bites over there, I'll discount them for you because they're probably a little melted. So I was like, huh, I've been seeing these, especially on Instagram, and I've been wondering if they were any good. And so I figured, hey, if I'm going to get a discount, it'd be a great chance to try it, even if it's going to be a little melted. So she was right. They are a little melted. But I picked up this flavor, which is chocolate mint, and also I picked up the birthday cake. I only plan to eat one of these because I'm not doing added sugar right now. The only reason that I gave myself allowance to eat one of these is because there's only 4 grams of sugar in this whole package. So I'm only eating one of them, so it's like 1 gram of sugar. And yeah, there's probably some added, you know, Splenda or something like that. I don't know. I didn't even check that out. I wasn't even thinking on that level when I got this. And actually, yeah, there's sucralose. But anyway, I'm gonna do what I can. So the big thing for me with not eating the Splenda and stuff like that is the Splenda I do in my coffee. And the reason is I'm trying to cut back on the sugar beast. Like the sugar beast, I went crazy. I let down my guard. I've just been in celebration mode and bliss and getting married and the fair and my travels and incredible opportunities, amazing things happening, and I'm just gonna enjoy life. And I have been enjoying life. And so now it is time to come back and face that 6.4 pound gain, which is definitely less than that now. Don't you worry. We are heading in the right direction. But now I need to stop that sugar beast that's on my shoulder. If you don't know me by now, for all my new followers, I have gained and lost 1,000,000 times on this journey, and I am super duper honest about it. I have no reason to lie to anybody. I have no reason to cover up the truth. So it is what it is, and that is the value of my particular journey. Not that I'm going to lose 1,000,000 pounds or do everything perfectly, but I will show you what I'm doing, and I will show you the results, and I will keep going. So anyway, back to these cake bites. These were actually pretty good. It's not a good example for me to show you what they look like here because they are melted, but there's 3 in each one of these packs. Ooh, sorry. And this is kind of what they look like. They look terrible right now because they're melted. But I would definitely buy these again because I think for, I think they're normally $2, $2.99 maybe even. I don't know. I got them for $1.99 because they were $1 off. So yeah, I guess that is $2.99 or $2.49, something like that. So they're 20 grams of protein in this entire pack. There's only 4 grams of sugar. So yeah. Yeah. So that was a win. That's something that I really, really liked, and I'll do it again, but I won't have another one today. I don't have a need for it. I don't really desire to have that. But what else did I pack today? I also packed some fruit. So I have an orange, I have an apple, and I also packed a little baggie of grapes. So yes, that is a lot of fruit sugar. Honestly, right now, with having eaten, I ate my whole container of the riced cauliflower and the sausage. I only had 1 sausage. I didn't make another one, and it was very filling. Like I'm like super stuffed, and I had that 1 cake bite. I don't want anything else right now. I just kind of want to sip my drink because I'm thirsty. I probably will stop and get an actual water too. But I really don't have a desire for the fruit that I bought anytime soon. So I'm thinking that that will be, I'll take my pick of one of those on my drive. And then when I get home, if I'm hungry, I may just have some meat. I know we have some pork steak at home, or I may even grill up a chicken breast, and that of course will be 0. But after I've tracked all this, I still have 10 points left or something like that. It's right at the cutoff for what I have to eat in order to get a blue star, a blue dot, and I think that's like, I have to eat at least 30 points, or yeah, 24 points, something like that. So I think that that's what I'm going to shoot for today, simply because I just want to be as chill as I possibly can and get this sugar beast under control and see a good weigh-in come Friday or Saturday. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you soon. Have a great one. Mwah. Oh yeah, and if you haven't taken a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I love having you around. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.